Teaching and coaching brings out the best in others. Restorative justice does just that. The principle of restorative justice is to teach or coach students to be metacognitive about what they did that hurt someone else, and it teaches students to discuss how they could possibly repair what they did and make amends. Restorative justice shifts the focus of discipline from punishment to learning and from the individual to the community. A scene from the novel Shantaram by Gregory David Roberts illustrates the spirit of restorative justice. Two young boys, Farouk and Raghuram, both who practiced different religions, were wrestling and punching one another. Farouk claimed Raghuram insulted his prophet, while Raghuram accused Farouk of insulting the Lord Ram. Qasim Ali, a wise man who was head of the slum, said to the boys, "You know that fighting is no way to settle your differences, and you both know that fighting between friends and neighbors is the worst fighting of all." Both boys protested, and finally, Kasim said, "Your parents and I will choose a punishment for you tonight. Until then, you will work for the rest of the day at the cleaning area around the latrine." He bound them with his scarf to remind them that they were friends and brothers. The young men tried to walk but stumbled until they were laughing and trying to hold on to each other. They spent the whole day like this. At the end of the day, their punishment for fighting about religion was that each had to learn one complete prayer for the religious observance of the other. "In this way is justice done," Qasim Ali said that night, "because justice is a judgment that is both fair and forgiving. Justice is not done until everyone is satisfied, even those who offend us, and must be punished by us." You can see by what we have done with these two boys that justice is not only the way we punish those who do wrong, it is the way we try to save them. Last week, 480 students were sent to our office for discipline in just one day. Because of behavior, teaching and learning in 40 classrooms were affected that day, and many of these students were frequent flyers. This increase in behavior indicates students are not learning from their experiences. Together, we can create a framework for discipline that includes restorative practices. We will have PDs on restorative justice, what it is, what it looks like, how it affects all stakeholders, successful models, and we will role play restorative practice as much as possible when we share our experiences. We will analyze data on discipline, and together we will share in the decision of ways to implement and practice restorative justice on campus. Also, I would like to incorporate restorative language into our discipline policies and align the district's and our school's vision to our framework. Schools who have successfully made a whole school change to restorative practices have documented benefits such as increasing safety through reductions in misbehavior, violence, and bullying, optimizing instructional time, improving teaching and learning environments, repairing relationships, and improving attitudes among students, staff, and parents, just to name a few. And according to the Institute for Restorative Practices, African American students are 3 times more likely to be suspended than white students. Just one suspension doubles a student's risk of dropping out. They also reported the gap in the average number of misconduct slash defiance referrals between Asian and whites and Latino African American students was narrower in high restorative practice classrooms than in low restorative practice classrooms. If we want to build a community cultivating leadership and compassion, preparing our scholars for high school and beyond, restorative justice can help us achieve that. Like Qasim Ali did to the boys of his village, in this way, we try to save the children of our community.